Easy work boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. This is a video. I told you I got to do a video. I'm not biased. This is one of my favorite fighters, but I got to do a video on him. Keith Thurman. Before I go in on him, I'm gonna go in on what people ain't really paying attention to about my boy Keith Thurman. For all the hate that be going on, all the talk that go on with Keith Thurman. First, a lot of people need to go back and look at some of Keith Thurman fights and see that Keith Thurman been whooping ass for a long time, and Keith Thurman didn't come up cherry picking or didn't fight a lot of bums in his career. The first one of the names that a lot of people never mention this boy name, Diego Chavez. Now, if you into boxing, you know that Diego Chavez ain't no motherfucking joke. And Diego Chavez almost knocked out motherfucking what's his name? Tim Bradley. Now, Keith Thurman was the first person to ever beat Diego Chavez when Diego Chavez was undefeated. And he came back, he was down on scorecards and knocked him out. All right, so Keith Thurman he came on up, fought Robert Guerrero, Collazo, then gave us two back-to-back contenders, top 10 contenders, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter. Okay, so now everybody's waiting on the fight Errol Spence, and I'm gonna go in a little bit on this part about about the situation with him and Errol Spence. Now, I don't know what the fuck going on with Keith, about that situation, but people don't understand that Keith got a good team. And they say you only as good as your team. His team been with what's his name? Jeff Left Hook Lacey and Winky Wright. And Winky Wright was the undisputed champ. So he got a team who know what's going on in boxing. Due to his injury, a lot of people throwing shade on him and saying that he don't need a tune-up and he should jump right in the ring with Errol Spence, which we all know that's bullshit. That man shouldn't jump in the ring like that. You seen what happened when Kell Brook did it. A lot of people give Kell Brook credit for coming right after that fight with Golovkin and jumping in there with Spence, but that was bad management. That was bad team. That was having a bad team. No one, Eddie Hearn them should not have let him get into that fight with Spence. If anything, they should let him get some tune-ups or something after he had an eye injury. Why would you send him in there with Errol Spence right after getting his eye socket damn near knocked out? And so I don't really understand why they did that, why they allowed Kell Brook to take that fight right then. But with Keith, good team, with the team that he has, which is a good team, they not finna let him go in there and fight no Errol Spence and just coming off no surgery, which is very smart. And like I said in one of my videos before, Keith, I can agree with him getting a tune-up, but after this, after that tune-up, you either got to fight Danny Garcia in a rematch or Sean Porter. And first, I got to say Sean Porter deserved the rematch first because he's been doing a lot of title eliminations to get close to them belts that Keith got. But, if he don't fight those two coming up, I got to go at your ass, Keith, because you can't be beating around the bush, man. You done lost your top spotlight. When Mayweather left, everybody was talking about Keith Thurman. Now everybody talking about my other boy Deontay. He the head of the sport now, as far as in America. So right now I'm wondering what the fuck is Keith doing. It's March the 12th, March 13th. He fighting May. He ain't announced an opponent yet. Come on, Keith, what you doing? Get your position back. They got Errol Spence at the top welterweight. This man ain't got number one belt. Get out there and run your mouth like you was doing, man. Get back on the scene and let these niggas know who you is, baby. Let them know one time is back. And I can't wait to see who the guy is that he fighting. I hope it's not no bum or nothing like that, because I'm going to go in on you, Keith. I'm your dog. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching your career since, you was talking about some don't duck me, son. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see who this guy is gonna fight, and I hope he's a top contender, at least in the top 10. You know, please don't do no Danny Garcia and go get no guy who number 30 ranked or something like that. I don't want to see you do that, Keith. That gonna fuck up your legacy, man. Cause like I said, you know, Keith didn't come up just fighting no fucking bums. I mean, everybody started out fighting bums, but when he got up to about the 15, 16 fight, you know, he was fighting legit motherfucking fighters. So, you know, Keith, you know, you got to come on out, baby. You got to show him what you can do. You know, Keith got good head movement, can move around the ring, power in both hands, goes to the body well, head well. One thing I don't like about Keith, though, is that he's wild with his punches, but it works for him because, you know, and he can take it works for him, but throwing his punches like that, I think, gonna get him caught against somebody one day. You know what I'm saying? But Keith got a good chin, too. I seen that against Soto Carras and Sean Porter. I can't really think of too many times I done seen Keith get rocked, you know what I'm saying, by fighters, you know what I'm saying? And Keith can box his ass off. That's one thing people don't give Keith credit for. And if you go back and you watch that Diego Chavez fight, like I was just telling y'all about, you'll see he got the skills to pay the bills. It ain't just about his power. I mean, look at the shot that he caught Diego Chavez with the body shot. That come from boxing, man. That come from knowing what you were doing in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And as far as with the Collazo, Keith can't take a body shot. Collazo is an ex-fucking champion. This man is just as good as Keith Thurman, and he threw that shit right on time and caught him. But nobody gives Keith Thurman credit for not going down or not taking an A count. He moved around and he stood and he came back and he beat Collazo. Collazo was saying that it was due to his eye. Collazo started feeling that power. And even Taylor Alley said that Keith Thurman's left hand was injured. And if you see in that fight, he barely threw it. But hold on, let me get right. It was either the left or the right hand that was injured. To make sure so nobody won't think I'm lying. Going back in that fight and watch how he threw his hands in that fight. It was one punch, majority of the fight, until he realized he had to go on, get this nigga on, bat it up. But you know, Keith, to me, is the best welterweight that's out there. I don't really see anybody beating Keith. The only way I see Keith getting beat if he get dumb and he get in the ring with Errol Spence right now. It's not about him being scared of Errol Spence, in my opinion. I think the smart move is to not fight Errol Spence right now. You know, not coming off the injury, but down the road, I think at least before this year is out, he should fight Errol Spence, or it should be 2019, his first fight, in which I have him beating Errol Spence. If he can make Errol Spence come in with a hydration clause that he can't come in 10 pounds after. I mean, Keith, you the king of the welterweight division. You got the belts. You run the show. I would make Errol come in at a 10-pound rehydration clause. You know what I'm saying? And if he do that, Errol Spence stands no chance. I mean, look what Kell Brook was doing to him in the early rounds. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I got to say about this, though, I like to see Keith is he got to build that stamina up, man. Because I done seen Keith get tired in some rounds, late rounds, you know. He get tired, you know. And that's what I think stopped him from knocking people out. You know what I'm saying? Is that his stamina. I never see Keith running. You know, I see him on the stairs and all that. I never see him on the treadmill. He like Canelo. I never see Canelo running. But I think, you know what I'm saying, in these upcoming fights, Dan Birmingham, which is Keith's trainer, y'all got to get him on that treadmill, man. It's time for Keith Thurman to go out there and do his job, show who he is right now. Because, you know, everybody coming in his head. In welterweight division, he like the new Floyd Mayweather. You know, he got Adrian Broner, Micah Garcia, Terrence Crawford. Everybody hollering his name, which is good because, you know, this is where he worked to get to that position. But Keith, you my boy, man, you got to step up to the plate, man. I want to see that one time. I want to see you start knocking these dudes out, man. And the only way you're going to do that is if you build that stamina up, man. You got to be able to go past the 6th, 7th round and be energetic, man. Still have that same power. You know, I think he would have probably knocked Sean Porter out if he would have had that, if his stamina would have been up. because he was clearly rocking Sean Porter the whole fight, which was a close and a good fight. You know, and even he fought Danny Garcia on the injury. You know, so you know the man need his time. You know, everybody need their rest. You know what I'm saying? He got the thing done. Now it's time for you to go on, come on out, announce this fight, and let us know who you picking to fight, man. Because, you know, I'm a fan of yours, but I ain't finna be biased with you. To me, you need to get up off your ass, man, and come on get in these fights. You know, I don't know who would be a good comeback fight for him right now. Jesse Vargas would have been a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I like Jesse Vargas. At 147, ain't really that many headliners that's out there available for him to fight that's not fighting at the moment. You know, Devin Alexander, Victor Ortiz, Brandon Rios. You know, I wouldn't like to see him fight Victor Ortiz. No. I mean, who's really out there at welterweight for him to fight? You know, so, you know, I can't really say that there's anybody really out there for Keith to fight that's a named opponent. Chris Algieri. I mean, hell, people can't say nothing. Errol Spence beat him and got full credit for it. So, you know what I'm saying? Chris Algieri. You know what I'm saying? I'm not familiar with all the names that's in welterweight right now at the moment, but I'm sure it's a name out there he can pick. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I told y'all there's no bias actions here. You know, I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna say it all about them all. I'm a Keith Thurman fan to the fullest, but come on, Keith, it's time to show and prove, baby. They calling you once upon a time Keith Thurman, all types of shit, baby. You know, you get out there and show what you can do. You know, I want him to go out there and show them boxing skills. I want him to go out there and do what he do. And I think Keith Thurman, if he was to ever fight Errol Spence, he should not box Errol Spence. I think he should go out there and no, he should box Errol Spence. He shouldn't go out there and go toe to toe and fight. I think he should use angles and move around the ring and, you know, get at his ass just like that. Because without that weight advantage for Errol Spence, to me, Errol Spence stands no chance against Keith Thurman. I'm sorry. And that's not me downgrading Errol Spence. Like I said, Errol Spence is a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He come forward, great counter puncher, body head. You know what I'm saying? You stand there, he gonna beat your ass. And Keith Thurman is not a standard. Keith Thurman gonna move around that ring and hit your body, hit your head. And I just don't see Errol Spence being able to do anything for him. But, you know, I just had to make this video, man, for if y'all can send it to Keith Thurman. I ain't on Twitter or nothing like that, but you my boy. You know what I'm saying? Let us know who you finna fight so we could get on these predictions. We could go to talking about this fight, man. And give Sean Porter his rematch first, I feel. Sean Porter deserved that rematch, man. And then, you know what I'm saying, you can get Danny if Danny want one. And then next up, man, you got to go at Spence, bro. You got to. And since you the king of the welterweight division, you should do that fight how you want to do it. Don't let nobody else tell you how you should go in there. You know, do the Floyd. Floyd did it. Fuck what everybody else saying. The follow Floyd path. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and dictate how you want that fight to be. You know what I'm saying? I want this. I want that. I want that. You know, and I'm just waiting to see what Keith Thurman gonna do, what he gonna bring to the table. You know, and as far as him fighting Mikey Garcia or Adrian Broner, no. But I think him and Mikey Garcia would be a good fight. That would be a real good fight. Because both Mike Garcia skills and with Keith Thurman boxing ability, that'll be a great turnout, man. But I just had to make this video. I told y'all no bias, no nothing. Here, I'm going to give you the 100% truth. It's easy work boxing. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your time.